Good day, YouTubers. This is your boy 509242 Solar from the Bahamas. I was having some issues with my solar panel. What happened with my solar panel system? What was happening? My solar panel. I just added additional 300-watt solar panel onto my solar array, and what the solar panel is actually doing is draining my batteries at night. Whenever, even if I'm not using the system at all, I'll have a 13.2, which is full battery for me. And by morning, without using my system, I'll drop to like 12.5, 12.56. But it's only after adding this 1200, this 300, sorry, the 300-watt solar panel, I start having a problem. So before adding that, if my battery is sitting at 13.2 or 13.5, it'll sit and hold. My batteries will hold the 13.5 capacity. But so what I'm doing to fix that problem is actually I'm adding a diode. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Yes, I'm adding a diode. What the diode does, it only allows current to flow in one direction. So it really works. It really helps. And this is my little girl. Say hi, Mama. Precious. Say hi.
Hi.
That's my little girl. She wants to help. So hold on. I'll pause for a second to show you how to test the diodes. So to test the diode, you need to make sure that it's working. You need your voltmeter, and then you have to put it on ohms. And by putting it on ohms, number one will be on it. And what to do? 1 second now. Get the tool end of the testing the voltmeter and connect it onto the diodes. It's difficult doing it with one hand, but you will get a reading on one direction. You'll get a reading. If you don't have a reading, flip it, turn, do the reverse. Do the reverse of the connection. If you go in positive on one side, negative on the other side, don't have a reading, when you reverse, you will have a reading. And that clearly shows that the diode is working. So I'm going to add it onto my line. And what I did is actually I got a 6 amp wire, and I have 2 diodes on it already. This is the finished work. And I use my soldering iron. I have everything nice and soldered together, and then put some tape over it for extra security. And I'm going to add it onto the positive line that's coming down from the solar panel that goes into the disconnect. I'm going to add it onto the positive line, and that will solve my problem. And I did it before. This is a little small panel I have on the outside there. It's a little 15 watt. It's a little Harbor Freight, a little panel there. It's actually a I think 15 watt solar panel, and I usually carry it to work, and attach it onto my batteries because I have alligator clips on both ends of it, and I'll just give my battery extra charge while it's at work and stuff. And unless I know I put a diode on that, so cause I know there's no diode for sure on that small panel there, so I'll have it with a diode so it won't drain my truck battery. And so I'm going to do the same thing to my solar panel to make sure that the direction only comes down and goes into my batteries, nothing goes back up at night. And thanks, I say adding a diode onto your system really helps. And that's how to install the diode. You could just do it on the line, on positive line. Attach it on positive line. Make sure measure that it usually around the gray tip. The easiest way to find out along the gray tip is that shows us where the current flows down. So have the gray tip point towards the direction of your batteries. It's an easy way with if you don't have a tester. If you don't have a voltmeter, you could you notice a little silver lining around the edge. That's the way. That's the angle how pointing towards where the batteries are. And if you reverse it, then the batteries won't be getting charged because it's sending the power back up, and nothing will be able to come down. So diodes is very important. And this is a video on how. This is my video. By the way, I'm not a professional. I did electrical from school, from junior high, and it's something I like to do for fun. It's like a hobby. So but you can look it up and Google it, and it works. Thanks. Like I say, it's your boy 509 242 Solar from the Bahamas.